Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 the Dragon Tamer here today. Welcome to TCG Online. A while back someone actually requested to want to know what my Garchomp deck looked like, and I haven't really done my Garchomp video in a while, so I decided to do a little show my deck list of Garchomp Altaria. This is actually unfortunately this deck will not only be playable within several a few months after Worlds. Deck will not be playable, and the reason why is Gabite. It's good to Garchomp and Altaria. This deck pretty much revolves around Gabite's ability Dragon Call, which once you return before you attack, you may search your deck for a Dragon type Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. It really is a support in on itself. That's how good it is. It's a real shame that this card is going to be rotating out of the format, but it really will most definitely be rotating out of the format. Altaria though is iffy because it was reprinted in Bounders Cross, and if they don't reprint, if Bounders Cross does rotate out of the format, then Altaria will no longer be playable either, because this was the last time Altaria was printed. Garchomp, however, will still be playable, because not only was it reprinted in Storm, which makes it pretty safe, it was also reprinted in Legendary Treasures. So Garchomp being the format is a very huge possibility. I just don't know if anyone's really be able to do anything with Garchomp with the Nick. So we had a good run with the Garchomp, but I'm basically going to show this off with a bang. I did a few other decks in the past, but I think this is by far my best one. At least I like to think so. So let's go over it. Other than Garchomp and Altaria. Oh, by the way, I want to say that within the basics, you want to use this one with the ability Sing, because with the attack Sing, because of the fact that you can put your opponent to sleep if Swobble's ever stuck up. Same thing with Gibble, you can use Sand Attack. And maybe stall for a few turns. That's why these ones are the better ones, because you can potentially stall. We also have a Molga for Call for Family, which is a pretty nice turn 2 attack. If you're going second turn, you can potentially get a Molga out and be able to very easily get some more bench Pokemon out. Not to mention it has free retreat, which is always nice. Another thing that's the other items in this deck, we of course have Switch, which is always nice to have in the deck, because we may get stuck in the active spot. We also play Max Potions, since a lot of the time we only be have one energy on our Pokemon, so there's that. We also play 2 Rare Candy, just in case for sticky situations. We played 2 Sacred Ash, which is actually a card that this deck gained pretty well, because you can shuffle 5 cards into your deck, so you can essentially shuffle in a entire Garchomp line and a Altaria line, which is really nice. The kind of thing I like to do is 2 Gibble, a Gabite, and 2 Garchomp, because we have Rare Candy, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We also have a Super Rod because, just in case we may need an extra fighting energy or 2. So essentially we could get 13 Pokemon back into play, which is really nice. I like Sacred Ash a lot in this deck. I feel like I should only play 1, but I feel like it's good enough where you can put 2. I also play Town Map, just because because sometimes we prize some of the cards we need, and that's a bit of a bummer. We also play Level Ball to get all our Pokemon into play, because all we need is Level Ball. Because everything except for Garchomp has under 90 HP, and we can just use Dragon Call for that. So there's our items. Let's look at our supporters. We have 2 Coolers because we'll have a huge bench. I feel like maybe we should have 3, maybe instead 2 Skyla, because It'll probably be more often than not drawing into it, and the sky is still nice. We have one Lysandre, so we can get what we want and snipe it. And like, just basically to get something that's already weakened, or try to finish it off if we can. Or if we finally have everything we need to one-shot an EX, then we could very essentially take 2 prizes when we need to. Another thing is that you can actually knock out EXs with 3 Altaria in play. It's the fighting in the blend and a solar bangle. You can do with this deck. You can essentially do up to a 190 with this deck. Now, part of me wants to put an Iris so you can actually maybe one-shot a Mega Evolution, but it doesn't really seem too much worth it with in my opinion. So more often, I think if you're facing a Mega Evolution deck, you'll probably just want to do the Max Potion approach, you know, because they're probably not going to one-hit you. That's the idea behind that. We have 4 N, because just shuffling it is so nice. We have 3 Professor Juniper and 3 Skyla. We also play 1 Pokemon Fan Club, just because I'm trying this thing out, because Little Ball unfortunately will also rotate the format, and that's also a huge bummer. So maybe I'm planning on upping the ante on the Emolgas and the Pokemon Fan Club. So yeah, that's my deck. Feel free to take this deck if you want. Take it to Nationals. Unfortunately, I will not be going. But use the deck. And now let's get right into the game. Select the deck. Standard. Garchomp. Now, for some of you guys that don't know, this is actually my first competitive deck that I played. When I first started getting into the game, the first set that I was actually that released while I was playing was Dragons Exalted, which was also the first set Dragons released. And I found the dragons so cool, I wanted to collect each and every single dragon as they come out. That was my plan. I've been doing that for 2 years. That is why I'm now called the Dragon Tamer. Well, I'm more self-proclaimed, but oh well. That's just a little backstory right there. So this deck truly is near and dear to my heart. It is my favorite deck of all time. So let's play it. Like I said. Response. Please wait. Tails. Yay! We get to go first. Gonna wish my opponent good luck. Let's see, do we get a good... no, we did not. We can play that town map right away, which is always nice. Alrighty. We see 2 Gabite in the prize card, a Swablu, and that is annoying. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal, I think. This thing there, and I will end. And I'll have to pass. Looks like I may even have to Juniper. Yeah, this seems to be a random deck, but I think a random deck will give Garchomp enough of a hard time, and because Garchomp is not Garchomp at one point was considered tier 1 for a very brief amount of time, granted, but then it quickly became tier 2, and that's where it stayed for like the majority of its lifespan. But now it's kind of tier 3 at this point. We're borderline tier 3 once the once the change happens, we will definitely, this deck will probably, I can almost guarantee this deck will be a tier 3. Oh, we have an option for Juniper here. But I do not want to do that. I don't. Because I'll be getting rid of a max potion up blend energy. But I really need to get more stuff into play at the same time. So I have no choice but to discard my huge hand. And looks like we got something. We got a Swallow. We use that nice ability Dragon Call. Let's get the Gibble out. And I'm gonna Dragon Slice for 50. May seem irrelevant here, but that way I can cut for knock it even without the this energy attached to it, so it doesn't really matter. With the sub angle attached. I could either N or I can Fan Club. But I think I'll want a Fan Club here for a Swablu. My opponent is getting his Shedninja into play. Oh, this is a competitive deck. I thought this was a fun deck, but it's apparently not. Oh crap. I don't do well against this deck. I don't. It's a Shedninja deck. Also, I have played this deck for a tournament or two as well. So I'm familiar with this deck very much so. I don't think that will come in handy. I will Fan Club. Dragon Call. Here comes the Dragon Train. I'll Dragon Call for a Garchomp because I really don't need an Altaria here because I'm knocking it out anyway. My only real worry is just trying to keep up the stream of just the stream of everything. So Shaman seems like a weird card in the deck because in his deck anyway, because simply because of the fact that I'm not really going to be taking prize cards if he's doing anything, but at the same time, it's also good for endgame as well. So that does make sense. Oh, that Lizandra would be so nice right now. It really would be. Now I can get some stuff. And looks like I'll probably be able to take a prize this turn. Dragon Call. Fortunately, I'm out of Goodbye, which stinks royally. Hoping maybe to get a red candy there, but I did not. So I'm just trying to keep the stream. I have a Garchomp in the scrap pile, but that's it. I will be taking a prize, which is nice. What do I need here? I need a Gambite, honestly. Yeah, I do need a Gambite. That's what I need more than anything right now. That Gambite. My opponent's to be knocking me out this turn. Actually, I think I have a little bit of advantage simply because of the fact that he's only hitting me for 60 damage. I'm hitting him for 60 damage too, straight up, but I can also have ways to adding more damage to that. So I fairly easily knock him out. I don't know why he toxic lasered me there. Biggest, if he gets Burbank though, that may be a bit of an issue for me. Because I have no way to counter that stadium. He's gonna Colress for 6, I believe. I believe he probably just try to switch into a Ninja. No, he's probably gonna switch into the Metaletta. Because that's why I said that, because of that double ball, so they maybe just stall for a turn, but instead he's gonna Tool Scrapper doesn't do anything to me. All anything it really does is just annoy me. Honestly, that's all it does. I'll Sacred Ash and use Level Ball. Get some more Garchomp into play. Gabite. Finally, Dragon Ball for the Garchomp. Actually, I believe if I get it a Blend Energy, I'm just straight up knocking him out as is. That's just amazing. Polish for 7. And I will mock out for knockout. What will I take here? I think I'll take another Gibble. My opponent's at the point where he can't really do anything. He can't keep up with my deck. I thought maybe this deck would be a tough matchup, but he just can't keep up with the Garchomp. Garchomp is a little faster. That and I damage him more easily. He doesn't one hit me while I one hit him. The poison damage does worry me a bit. Look, I could Lysandre up the of the Ninjask, but then I would get knocked out. Yeah, I'll get knocked out with the poison. Actually, well, I'm just gonna do that. Collect my 2 prize cards. Dragon Call. That's essentially what I'll do. I'll evolve here so I can have another Garchomp. Wings. And I will simply mock out for knockout. What else do I need? Force would be nice here as well. Poison will actually finish me off. Maybe a Colt. Maybe he got a Lozano. No, he got a Sycamore. Fresh hand of 7. Always a nice thing to get fresh 7. How many freaking... How many energy in my discard pile? Just the one? It feels like I got through a lot more than that. I'm definitely gonna Super Rod. My opponent's finally getting a few things up and running, but it's too late now. And a fighting energy. And I'm pretty much keeping my stream of Garchomp alive. My opponent really can't compete with me here. I don't take a prize for that, but at this point in the game, I really don't need a prize. It's sad, but it's true. I'm just way too far ahead of my opponent right now to for it to make a difference. Hitting 90, 120 per turns is relevant against non-EX attackers, but against someone like me, no, it's not relevant at all. No, Colors. Maybe I can get a switch. I don't. Not cut for knockout. Skylar. My opponent can't win here. Honestly, like, puts me to sleep forever. That's a good game. He wasn't even going to put me to sleep. He's going to take a prize, but honestly, I feel like this deck, it depends on who goes first. I feel like it's kind of hard to tell because I'm only this first time facing this deck, but oh well. Let's see, what did I get? 5 coins, sweet. I get total 16. That's nice. Well, thank you, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and all that nonsense. And thank you guys for all the support you guys give me each and every week. So yes.